Okay, great. For this purpose, you first need to follow some steps. So step number one is actually to install the ROS distribution. There are many different types of distribution, but here we are installing the ROS foxy. Well, so you go here. So in our case, it is actually the ROS foxy and Ubuntu. So Ubuntu 20.0 we have right now, like AMD 64. So well, great. First you need to copy this command here in terminal. So that's gonna actually add something. You need to provide a passwords and well, then so these are prerequisite for the universal. Actually, then you need to add this key here. So you add this key here. Well, so then it's adding the the resources in the repository and the key as well. The repository in the resources, and then it's fetching, so bear with it. It will take some time to finish it up, and after it's done getting everything ready for you, you're good to go here. So the next step would be to add the key here. Well, great, key is the added already. So then you need to hit this update so that it's update all the resources added into the repository, so it can find this after on. So this is optional. You can do the upgrade, or you can just actually skip it. So now comes the real installation part here. So you can actually install either a complete package like which include RViz, ROS, and all the desktop version like Gazebo, RViz, and everything, or you can maybe, as per your need, only actually add something what you need. So the next step would be to really set up the workspace. So there is one big difference here, that ROS2 actually works with packages, package management, to build our source files, and Mint is a different building mechanism or building tool. So for the ROS1, it is Catkin. So workspace management, package building, and package deployment is done with CMake list and everything. So in ROS2 you use Colcon. So Colcon is the official tool for that thingy. Secondly, this is a little bit different how you source the setup file. This is also a little bit different with respect to assigning the launch file and some parameters. So we'll see it shortly that how it is different actually. Well, so let me just then. So after you just install this, you need to hit this complete whatever this command, and it's gonna actually install you. I have already installed it, so I'm not gonna run this again. In the next step, you have to source your workspace. So you can easily source this workspace already. So for example, for me, I can source this. So if you want to avoid this to do all the time and again, you need to actually change your bash source file. So let's see how you can do it. So you need to gedit is the bash rc. If I write this thingy here, so it's gonna open this thing here, and I can paste at line 129. I can paste this here. So every time I open a new terminal, by hitting Control Alt T, it's gonna automatically actually source this, so you don't have to provide this time and again. So yeah, so the next step would be to save this, and then you're good to go. So now your ROS2 is ready. You can just check it with ROS2 or so. Yeah, here's some error. ROS2, well, ROS2 run something. If I hit double tap yes, then it's showing me all the options. So the good thing is that I can actually I can really actually run both of the technologies, like both of the operating systems side by side. I can run ROS1 and ROS2 parallel, and they won't interfere each other because they are based on different principle of communication. Their communication channel are altogether different. They are not sharing a common data distribution service or DDS or microclient. How actually ROS is designed to communicate. The big difference in ROS1 and ROS2 is that ROS2 won't actually depend on any master node as compared to ROS1. ROS1 needs one master node. Every node has to communicate through a master node. Master node is taking track of every node in services called an action. But here is this data distribution or middleware. So they are using some open source middleware, XERC DDS, so which is open source and completely, completely efficient. So this is the difference here in ROS2. So you don't have to run ROS core time and again, or ROS master node time and again. It's not doing this here. So great. How you can when actually you source the file, for sourcing actually you know that how do you know where my ROS is installed? Definitely you can just go to CD opt and then ROS, and here actually if I ls or list, you can easily see that I have both of them, ROS foxy and ROS noetic. So you can set the environmental variable for ROS distro. If I see echo ROS distro, it says foxy, right? Because right now I have actually source my foxy ROS version here setup, and if I set up the other one, it should actually automatically saves the whatever the ROS distro is. So ROS distro is nothing but is an environmental variable. Normally you just write in the workspace and bash rc file to just not again time and again write this full path, but rather you just say ROS distro and then blah blah blah, whatever you want to do, because every package, everything is normally installed here. If I just go there in foxy, and actually all the packages are living here in a share folder. If I go here cd share, and if I list here, so you see all the package I have installed related to the gazebo, turtle sim, or any other thingy are really here. Yeah, for example, I can just say that ls, and then I can just find with the help of pipe grep here turtle, and it's gonna give me all the turtleboard related package here. So actually these are all the packages here living inside it. So yeah, we are good to go. We have done the first step. Now the second step would be installing px4 and then configuring the px4 for communication purpose. So that would be our second step. So okay, see you soon in the next step, how actually we can install the px4. So bear in mind that installing the px4 is same for installing px4 for ROS1 and ROS2. The only difference here is to how you can communicate with the ROS operating system or operating system. So this is the difference. So we'll see it.